Welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio, and in this video I'm going to go, it's been a while since I've done an unboxing video, probably not since Doom the Dark Ages, but this is a board game this time. I just got in today from Mantic Games, Labyrinth, the Collector's Box Goblin King Edition. Basically, I love the movie Labyrinth that had David Bowie in it, God rest his soul. And they made a board game with it, but they wanted to redo it, apparently. So I didn't buy the first edition, but I did get this edition. Now, this actually comes with 3 games. It comes with the board game, and it comes with 2 other games. I can't remember what it was. It was on gamefound. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Do not worry. I have removed all shipping labels off of it so you can't figure out where I live. All right. So whack my microphone. All right, and here it is. Okay, it's the 40th anniversary edition. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the top view. Gonna move my keyboard somehow, just so that I got more room to get it on here for you. But as you can see, it's the 40th anniversary edition, and I'm going to go with the movie, not so much the board game, because I don't think the board game's been out that long. So as I carefully start to slice open the plastic. Yeah, I just got it today. Usually I get it and I end up at least checking it out. So you guys get to see if everything's in here and everything is okay and not busted and all that good stuff today. All right. But yeah, Mantic Games did this. Kickstarted the Walking Dead game that they did like a while ago, and I picked up some other stuff for it. I think I have everything. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so as you can see, here's the top. Here's Hoggle. If you've watched the movie, you'll understand. And I believe Sarah. And Bluto. Oh, and one more. Cannot remember his name from the movie. And then here is the bottom. Tells you everything that's in it. Included is in the complete collection, core game, 5 miniatures, board game tokens, dice, character sheets, 32 cards. Also has the Goblin expansion, has 5 miniatures, 5 cards. Fiery expansion, 5 miniatures, 5 cards. Ready, Steady, Worm board game, 4 miniatures, 13 board pieces, tokens, 50 cards, podium, and then there's a card game, has 80 cards, adventure game, hard book cover with over 100 scenes, and 2 custom dice. So, I mean, there's quite a few games in this thing. Hopefully, me and my wife will end up playing it. So, let me show you the bottom before. I don't know if you saw it before, but here it is. over. And let's take the lid off. So here are some of the tokens. There's Toby from the movie. I mean, it looks like they just took nothing but screenshots for some of those pieces. The clock that you got to put together. And I'm assuming that this is the board itself. Here, that's kind of lopsided, but I have no idea what that's for. Because like I said, I just got the game. And like I said, I never bought the original, so I have like no idea. And I'm assuming each of these spots you can put some of those tokens and that on. Now I want to say these are the Goblin King's little clear glass orbs, like what David Bowie used in the movie. Looks like cardboard stand pieces. That looks like for the clock, for that one piece. And there's Bluto. I want to say Sir Didymus, but I could be wrong with the name. I'm just going from memory. And I'm sorry, I should have zoomed in a little bit more. Yeah, Sir Didymus, there's his name right there. There's Bluto. Sir Didymus. Probably pronounced it wrong. Miniature. Can't wait to paint these. Hopefully they did better quality on these ones than maybe the original ones. I know they had like ones that you could buy that were like superly huge. And there's the Goblin King himself, Jared. There's Nancy. Hoggle. So here's a bunch of D&D dice. So if you ever lose these, you can always just pick up sets from the store that have the different type of dice. And here's the cards for it. And then these. So here's Sarah's card. Speed, Wit, and Brawn. Oh, Ludo. I'm sorry. I was pronouncing that one wrong. Speed, Wit, and that there. And I'm not sure what these things are for that you got to punch out. Hoggle. You have to understand my position. I'm a coward. Oh, William the Worm. And Sir Didymus. Now, it's weird. We have these ones, unless they're for like that other board game, which is a distinct possibility. Let's open this up. real quick and see how many are in here. And see if they're the same. Just maybe styled different. Okay. Well, they're the same. So I'm wondering if maybe the artwork looks about the same. Coloring's a little different. Where like the blue or purple in his hat is a little more vibrant in this one than it is in this one. So I'm going to go with these are for the two different board games, but they're all the same. Just these are a thinner cardboard, and like this is a thicker cardboard. So I'll put these back in the pack. Goes there, goes there. So let me zoom back out a little bit again. So the next part we have, I'm assuming this is the other board game. Apparently you're going to use the same figures, but with multiple different board games. Because there's two of them. I can't seem to get all this stuff out. But yeah, this stuff's really thin too. But these are punch-out boards, I guess, to build the other one. They're double-sided. Started to punch one out that I didn't want to right now. All right, so come on, you little turkey. Here's more of that. There we go. Ah. I don't know if this is an expansion or if this is part of the game. There's 3, 2, 1. Again, have to read the instructions and everything. Worm swap. Yeah, these are different cards and different dice and little worms. Okay. That's going to be interesting. I'll have to see how I'm going to paint these. I painted the Monkey Lab monkeys, and I didn't do a bad job. I can share a picture of that online. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me painting any of these things. Okay. So now we're getting into, oh, and before we continue, I'm going to go with this is where you store those tile pieces there, that and here. And these are the cards for the Fireys. I don't know if you remember. Those were those weird looking birds that kept like taking their heads off and everything. So here's one of them right here. Sculpts are pretty decent. I mean, without actually like looking at it through a magnifying glass, it doesn't appear that I'll have to clean up too much. So So, I mean, they did a really good job at cleaning them up because I don't feel any kind of mold lines on this base here. So, I mean, if they did, they saved me a ton of work on that. Now, this is one of the things whenever they were in the Goblin City to get Toby, when they actually got there. Oops, sorry. It's some mechanical, like, little dude. If you've seen the movie, you'll recognize it. Here's another one of those fireys. Again, I'm not feeling any kind of like mold lines or anything, so I don't know if these were like resin cast or what. I mean, I know a lot of times the game pieces are definitely resin cast, but usually there's like mold lines and stuff that you have to clean off. You might have to like patch some lines. Like, I might not have to do that because that's like really tight on this one. Like I said, these things are phenomenal, man. I usually don't say that about much because usually I have to patch the crap out of these things. This was definitely well worth the money, and even the couple of dollars extra I had to pay the tariffs to get it shipped to me. Here's another. Get him out. And I'll definitely have to like find pictures of these so I can. I was gonna say, here's the first mold lines I've felt on any of these things right here on this guy. They didn't clean this one up too much. But the other ones so far, all these other ones I've touched, I did not feel any kind of feel or see any kind of mold lines on it that I would have to deal with. And maybe a little bit there. But most of these other larger ones, man, they were like really done really well. Check this one out again. Yeah, a little bit there. But still, like, I mean, I'd have to look at it underneath a magnifying glass, all of these. And here's one of the fireys with their head off. See, this one here was done really well. Like, you can't find a spot on it. Let me pull up one, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, like, you could see right there where the plastic or resin or whatever this is made out of was injected, and there's the injection port right there. Here, if you look all the way around this, okay, it's like you don't see it. You don't see it at all. Like, we've been spun around, but I don't see it at all. So some of these are really well, and some of them are like, this one isn't too bad. Another fiery. Like I said, this is going to be pretty awesome to clean and paint these guys. I probably have to pull up different pictures from the movie. What's up with the arm there? But that's okay, though, because when you prime it and paint it, you're not even going to see it. And another one of the Goblin King's henchmen. Spin this around again. Yeah, see, there's like the casting mark right there. Easy to clean up. Ah, and there's Jared himself in a different outfit. Like I said, some of these were cast really well. And then, like, here's some cards for Goblin Infantry Run. Might be a few other ones. I'm not going to bore you guys with all the details of all the cards and the Fireys. Okay. And next, I can get this out. There we go. All right. And here is the manual. Sorry, my lights are reflecting off of this. It's a glossy paper. So yeah, I mean, I got to read the manual on this. There's a Labyrinth card game. And then there's the worm game. Crap. Huh. Labyrinth the adventure game. I wonder if this is like a role-playing game. Oh wow, they even have the dice like right in the book. Yeah, this is the uh, role-playing game. Nice. Just got to get some friends to play it. And here are some other cards for what I have no idea. I think this is the last part here. So let me zoom in. You can, it's like these cards here. It says Ludo, move to. So these are probably like movement cards or something like that. Again, got to read the book. Yeah, I see. So here's one of the Goblin King's henchmen, and the helmet comes off. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to glue it or just like I'd prime it like this. Probably stick some stuff in the 4 holes here at the top. To there. So that way primer doesn't go down in. And then prime this so I can paint all this. But yeah, I mean, even this here. there's not much to repair on this. Like usually I have to like patch like any kind of things where pieces are glued together, but they weren't glued together correctly to fill in the gaps and stuff. But this stuff's, like I said, this stuff's really good. I'm not finding too many like things I have to clean up, or I have yet to find anything I actually have to fix. So one thing I'd like to get is that Vallejo True Metallic Metal paints. Ah, and here is Jared. Let me zoom in a little more. Holding Toby. This is that old woman. I know it is. At least I think. Oh yeah, there's her face. I was like, where is her face? Oh my god. But here's her face right there, and then this is all the junk she's collected and everything. But yeah, this one's fairly clean too, so that's why, like I said, there may not be much I have to clean up on these. And that's supposed to be the genius or whatever from the, the all-knowing. And his base is really nice. And there's so much stuff on here, I won't even be able to notice any kind of mold lines. But like I said, I don't know how they did some of these. Because it's like you would think you would find them on these books, but I can't find them on it. I mean, again, I'm going to go over them again with a magnifying glass, and I'll clean them up if need be. And then here is Toby himself. Just, again, this one's small, and it doesn't have any of those. Okay. Like I said, I commend these guys. They did very well doing these. Another fiery. Sarah and Jared dancing at the ball, that part of the movie. And the worm himself. Now, you could see that gap right there. I'll have to stick some putty or something in there to kind of seal it up. Yeah. See, this is what I was saying right here. And I could just barely make out a mold line right there. Piece. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, they cleaned these up very well. Like I said, I am truly impressed by this. Usually you have to clean up a lot of shit, but you can see that crack right there that I'll have to fill in because of that. Okay. And that is the Labyrinth board game that has multiple games if you buy the collector's edition. I want to say Mantic Games should, they might sell the, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna pull up Mantic Games website real quick for you guys. Gotta move my keyboard back so that I can do what I need to do. And I cannot spell to save my ass. All right. So as you can see, let me close these out.
For the paint, we got 2 steps.
First, I don't want that. So anyway. So here it is. Jim Henson's Labyrinth board game collection is coming to GameFound this summer. That's old. You would think they would have Well, it doesn't look like they have it. They might. I don't know. So, I mean, you can always check back. You can email them, see if they're going to have it at their store. Because, like I said, I know I and a lot of other people kickstarted this game through GameFound. I think it's cool looking. Love the movie. Hope the game plays well. I'll have to play it with my wife and try it out and see what happens. And as I always like to say, have a good day, guys. Take care and see you next time.